Welcome to Job Reinvented Show. Level up your career with confidence. I'm your host, Pantea Kalhor. Episode 8, Rediscovering the Passion with Shelly Giggey, Certified Fitness Professional. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and get notification for new interviews and pre-order my book Naturally Conceived through Amazon. Get pregnant by unleashing your reproduction power. Hello. Hello. Shelly is a long-time veteran in fitness and wellness. She's a certified fitness professional with Ontario Fitness Council, Canfitpro, and the Canadian Coaches Federation, and the Priority Academy as a certified wellness coach and meditation practitioner, as well as being a first aid instructor examiner. Currently coaching clients online, helping them regain their flexibility, mobility, and strengths and coping strategies to stay calm and focused. Welcome to our show, Shelly. I'm so happy to have you today.
Thank you for the invite.
You have lots of certification. Tell me about it.
It's like, and whew, that's it. How many more? No. I try and shorten it up a little bit.
So, how did you end up to be a fitness coach?
Well, I started way back in the early 90s. Actually, it was the summer. My fitness journey started. I affectionately call it the summer of grade 10. When in gym class, the teacher introduced us to aerobics. So to shorten it, I started from the world of high-low impact to gradually through the years evolving into more in the early 2000s, close to mid 2000s, discovering the world of functional fitness. And that for me was the ticket, and even further on, I mean, up till now, and I'm still learning. But so I've left the world of step, turn, pivot, woo behind. And so yeah, I'm on to the functional because we are living longer. And think about it. It's important to move. If you move in any way, it's fantastic. But movement for life. So just for a quick example, you know, putting on the seatbelt in your car, you reach around, okay? It's a rotational move. Plug it into the lock, right? So reach, pull, as opposed to jumping jacks. Okay, it's a quick move, but can you see how this through life will help you move easier? And then going the other way when you're in the passenger seat.
Yes.
Or if you are in another country where driving is opposite from North America. So that is an example of functional fitness. So training for life. Being able to bend over, bend down, bend your knees and pick up something off the floor rather than, you know, using an aid to help you do it, unless you have a specific medical situation going on, then that's okay. That's all right. But wouldn't it be better to say years down the road that you're still doing what you love to do rather than what you used to do?
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I give you another example?
Yes, please.
Really woke me up. Okay, so I am now 51. And let's get a couple of years ago at Christmas, we were having a dinner, and I heard a conversation about being down on the floor, and my brother-in-law, who is, I don't know, he's probably about 6 years older than me or so, he said, well, most of us here don't go down on the floor because we're in our 50s. And so I was, I guess, 49, whatever I was, right? So, it took everything in me from not getting up out of that chair and going down on the floor and then getting back up again just to prove, right? So if you keep training, you'll be able to do it with ease. You'll be able to do what you love to do with ease without having to sit on the sidelines and, watch your grandchildren, I mean, how is it when your grandchildren say, "Mommy, Bobby, Grandma, can you come play with me?" "Oh, sorry, honey, Grandma doesn't do that anymore because Grandma's 60. 60, that's just like less than 10 years older, right? So keep moving and you will be able to continue for as long as you possibly can.
Yes. Yeah. Movement makes you alive and enjoy your life. Because if you're sick and you can move, then you don't enjoy it anymore.
No. And take our current situation right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're feeling, but I, as a fitness professional, actually have injuries right now. And I didn't even have a fall. My rotator cuff recurred from last year, and my IT band, which is just outside the knee, flared up probably close to 5 months ago. And I've never had that. I thought I wrecked my knees, and then it went to just the one. And so I found out, it's the IT band. So it takes a long time to heal, and I'm doing everything I can, and I'm having better days now. Still not 100%, but it's held me back from doing what I'm used to doing.
Yeah, because if you move, you can get back to your previous situation, because I had the same problem with my back injuries, and the doctor said you shouldn't move for months. But I started moving. After 1 month, I could walk, run, not run fast, but at least I could function very nicely. So that's up to you how to improve your movements.
Yes.
Yeah. So I see what you actually chose as a career really help you to move in your life and enjoy your life, as I see your positive attitude. You're always laughing and you have very positive talking, and I love it. So what are the best components that business can be successful, and how do you suggest other entrepreneurs who want to be successful in their business?
Be prepared to be patient, because I'm telling you right now, I'm still learning. It is an ongoing learning process. If there's something that you are really passionate about, then go for it. I don't know if you've ever had anyone say to you, if you've told them that you have an idea, that they've said, "Oh, that's good, but does it really pay the bills? You have to think about the long term. And are you qualified?" And so on. So it's partially, for some, coming from some, it's a sincere, caring point of view coming from that. They want the best for you. And then there's the others that could be just sort of pushing you down because maybe that's something they wanted to do but never did. So you have to develop a thick skin, which also takes it's a process. And you just have to push through. And even if you have to get there step by step, for me, I had to figure out from a big job that I had years ago, when I ended up leaving there, that's how I became an entrepreneur and really started moving towards health and wellness and fitness.
So,
and that 12 jobs.
So what are the big mistakes vice versa. That
Big mistake.
entrepreneurs do usually, and they give up having their own business.
I think you have high expectations, and all right, here's my train of thought. It's good to set the bar high, but your rejection is an ego. It's a major bruise to the ego, a major bruise. So you have to just be prepared. Just don't let the 1 or 2 or even 3 no's make you quit from doing what you really want to do. And so maybe also biting off more than you can chew, putting your hand in too many baskets at once. So focusing more on one area, perfecting. And perfection, it's a lifelong process, because there's still failure, and you can still fail. But I think maybe what I'm getting to is not being afraid to fail. So if the mistake is you got a big ego and you're afraid to fail, and somebody said, I don't like what you did, then that to you could be a blow, like, okay, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. So, and it has to align with really what you're passionate about.
Yes, I like what you mentioned about the perfection. The problem with the perfection is that's the fear that holds you back from what you're gonna do. Because let's say you wanna start a business, you're thinking about all the limitation, and you're thinking about yourself. Can I still make the money? Can I be perfect? And you compare yourself with the one who already succeed in the business, but you don't know how hard they work to get there.
Yeah.
And then you expect yourself to be perfect, and that's why you hold back and just think, if I should start, if that's the right time. And then time passes, and then you are in a point that you lost your passion and you can't move any forward, and then you doing whatever you did before, all the routine jobs or the paycheck jobs, and whatever gave you a lot of security. That's the problem with the perfection, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. Yeah. Security is a big thing too. Everyone wants security, and your family wants security for you. And so maybe you just have to take a few extra little measures in between. Even if you have a couple of different jobs while you're still working on your main goal, that'll help you build up. But listening to outside people trying to discourage you, I mean, unless you decide I'm going to go skydiving, free diving on my own for the first time, I would not suggest that. I would not suggest that. So, but trying something new, trying it to see how you like it, The other thing I'm going to say is that if you have an idea in your head that you would like, if there's something you would like to do, and then you decide that you are not interested anymore, it's okay to not do it anymore.
Because I think everything changes in you, like by your age, by your situation. Now, as COVID right now, a lot of people left their jobs and then are doing some other stuff, like doing more art, more writing, more taking care of the babies, and then they have a lot of problem with the income shortage. And as you see, there are lots of people love to start their online business. And you also do the same. As I know, you're doing the online coaching and it's getting better and better every day. So this is a really good encouragement for people who wants to start entrepreneurship. As we wrap up what you said, so never get discouraged from other inputs from other people that they're gonna downgrade you.
Yeah.
And some people think that they help you because you have to pay the bills. And it's good to have a side hustle beside what you're doing right now, because it's not a good idea to start a business without any plan.
No, have some kind of plan. Yeah.
Yes.
Some kind of plan. Yeah.
And then you get your certification. You have to be authorized for what you're doing. As you do, you have lots of good fitness certification. You're authorized and you are knowledgeable, because a certification gives you lots of knowledge. And you actually have lots of good networks because you learn from experts what to do. And then another thing that you shouldn't focus on different things. You have an idea, okay, implement your idea with a plan and focus on one plan and one idea. And don't go for shiny objects that is all around, especially these days for the online businesses. So these are good points as we're getting from you, Shelly, because and lots of good encouragement, lots of good positive attitudes.
Thank you. I've had a lot of invitations. I've tried things along the way. Multi-level marketing is not for me. It's just not. I'm not a salesperson, or at least I'm not a salesperson as I'm going to concentrate. I'm better at selling my product, me, and what I do, than something else in a bottle. I've tried, and sometimes, especially now in this period, okay, you can try a side hustle to get you through. There's no shame in that. Even if it doesn't align with what your goal is, it's okay, because it's something for now. Right?
Yes.
And if it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, not a problem.
Yeah.
Take the pressure off yourself.
Yes, because creativity comes when you don't have too much pressure on you. You cannot force yourself, overload with too much information, too much work when you are not on that position. As I'm saying, you have to build your business. So you have to have a strong foundation. You shouldn't think about temporary work, temporary gone. So that's what you do, as Shelly said.
Yeah.
So do you have any program or any bonus to give my audience?
Always a free consultation. So you can email me, and the information I'm sure will be put up with my email, correct?
Yes.
So you can always reach out to me. Right now I am offering, you can call it the COVID special. So I'm offering a good discount on my regular rate. I'm doing online fitness. And let me just say that it's not just generic fitness. And I may at some point get back into doing online group classes. I like to do my own thing. I don't like to do what everyone else is doing. So, and I'm not knocking anyone. I'm just saying I want to do what I like to do, which is different. So it's not going to be a low impact class. It's not going to be an aerobic, forget aerobics. But it's going to be functional, and I tend to go with the flow. And what I'm noticing with my clients that I have right now online is that people have a lot of stiffness. So if I were to say, okay, we're going to do this. Okay, I want you to do burpees. I want you to do push-ups. Okay, but right now they've got a lot of stiffness, in the one area, and the legs and so on, and the calves. So doing burpees, the word burpees terrifies people. I know it does. So it's not a generic program where, okay, I want you to crank out this move, and this move. Right now, I'm finding with a lot of my clients is that, okay, I'm easing people back into the swing of things, and we're working on flexibility and mobility, regaining mobility. So depending on what your needs are, is what.
So are you working one-on-one client? Because as you said, it's a functional program, so it shouldn't be the same for the group. So it should be one-on-one, right?
Right, yeah. So right now it's mainly one-on-one. And at some point I may end up doing a group. I might end up doing that. The other freebie that I've got is you can connect with me on social media, on Facebook, Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. I'm doing a meditation, so come join me. And I try not to take up a lot of people's time if I can help it. So so far it hasn't been even half an hour. It's been maybe 20 minutes or so. So, it could be half an hour, but I like to I'm keeping in mind that now we're all glued to the screen right now. So if I can have you on the screen for a less period of time, the better for you, right? So it's a quickie.
Great. Okay. Do you have any more recommendation at the end, like you want to add for my audience, or?
Please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. And again, I think is my information going to be posted, or do you want me? I
Yes,
can share it.
You can. I will have it here on the paper. Okay. Is that the one you sent for me, or you can send me the link if you like?
It's the same, but on Facebook, both Facebook and Instagram, it's Coach Shelly G. So that and the spelling is just one E. There's no second E, but you'll see it written out. I'm the only Shelly Giggey out there that I know of, so you should find me easily.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time and being here. I really like to learn about functional health and functional movement.
Let's do it.
As you said, it's different for everybody because we have different functions and different injuries we may have. So
yeah,
that's interesting because when you go to group classes, they're not going to notice this, and you come up with the same exercises that other people do, and it's not fit for you.
It's not. Yeah, even here, I had a session this morning with my client. We've been together for well over a year, and I had her working with a broomstick, and she has a long band. Like, I love bands. I love simple things, simple and inexpensive items that you can get and we can work with. But a broomstick, just doing some reaching and some, this is back work and rotation and so on. So household items that you can work with.
Good. Everything is available.
Oh yeah. And I love to just like create, and sometimes I don't even use any equipment. So it's not your general, okay, bicep curl.
Okay.
This is the bicep. Now let's work the biceps and also work something else at the same time. Overload.
Good. Thank you so much, Shelly.
You're welcome.
And yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, I will post it, and I'm sure my audience really enjoyed it.
Thank you. This was awesome. Thank you very, very much.
Bye-bye.